Eden in ancient Sumer, Dilmun, Enki and the forbidden plants. A divine garden exists at the beginning of time. Pure water flows through it. There is no death, no sickness, no suffering. Sacred plants grow there, plants with the power of life. A divine being is told not to eat them. He eats them anyway. A curse falls, his body begins to fail. One of his ribs is damaged. A goddess heals the rib and saves his life. This is the story of Adam and Eve's rib, except it was written in Sumer over 1,000 years before the book of Genesis. Around 2100 BCE, Sumerian scribes wrote about Dilmun, a sacred garden paradise located where fresh water meets the sea, possibly near modern Bahrain. The poem Enki and Ninhursag describes it this way: "The land Dilmun is pure, the land Dilmun is clean. In Dilmun the raven utters no cry, the lion kills not, the wolf snatches not the lamb, the sick say not, I am sick, the old says not, I am old." It is a world without predators, without disease, without death, a garden at the dawn of time, exactly like Eden, and just like Eden, it contains forbidden plants. The goddess Ninhursag cultivates 8 sacred plants in the garden. She commands that they must not be eaten, but Enki, the god of wisdom, cannot resist. One by one, he plucks the plants and eats them, the cassia, the flax, every forbidden plant in the garden. Ninhursag curses him, "Until you are dead, I shall not look upon you with the eye of life." The curse takes hold. 8 parts of Enki's body begin to fail. One of them is his rib. The Sumerian word is tai, which means both rib and life. The other gods panic. They beg Ninhursag to heal him. She relents and creates 8 healing goddesses. The goddess who heals Enki's rib is named Ninti, and the lady of the rib, or the lady who makes live, Enki is saved. But the paradise has been broken. Now turn to Genesis chapter 2. God plants a garden in Eden. He places Adam there and commands him, "You may eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat of it, you will surely die." Adam eats the forbidden fruit. God curses him with death and suffering. Then God puts Adam into a deep sleep. He takes one of Adam's ribs, and from it creates Eve, the woman whose name in Hebrew means life, or the mother of all living. The rib that brings life, the woman whose name means life, a divine garden, forbidden plant, and a rib that becomes the source of life after the fall. Let's list them side by side. Sumerian Dilmun, a paradise garden with no death or suffering. Biblical Eden, a paradise garden with no death or suffering. Dilmun, sacred plants that must not be eaten. Eden, a sacred tree that must not be eaten. Dilmun, a divine being eats the forbidden plants anyway. Eden, a human eats the forbidden fruit anyway. Dilmun, a curse falls and one of the consequences involves the rib. Eden, a curse falls and the rib becomes the origin of woman. Dilmun, the goddess Ninti, lady of the rib or lady of life, brings healing. Dilmun, a curse falls and one of the consequences involves the rib. The wordplay is even the same. In Sumerian, Ti means both rib and life. In Genesis, the woman taken from the rib is named Life. How did a Sumerian garden myth become the opening chapters of Genesis? The answer is cultural memory. The Sumerians told these stories for over 1,000 years. The Babylonians inherited them. And when the Israelites were exiled to Babylon in 586 BCE, they encountered them in temples, libraries, and schools. They didn't copy the story. They transformed it. The garden remained, the forbidden plants remained, the curse remained, even the rib remained. But the meaning changed. In Sumer, it was a story about gods. In Genesis, it became a story about us, about human choice, human failure, and the loss of paradise. Eve wasn't the first lady of the rib. Ninti was, and Eden wasn't the first garden where eating the wrong thing brought death into the world. Same garden, same rib, same fall, part of something older.